Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 17 of What If Naruto was trained by Kaguya. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also stay in tune because after this I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother. And over on Anime King 2, I'm gonna be posting what if Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix, and also what if Naruto joined the Akatsuki. So stay in tune for those and enjoy as well, guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both channels, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And remember to go ahead and comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So, the last part we left off, Naruto faced off against a reanimated Madara, Sasuke, Hoshirama, as the battle was epic between the three of them. Naruto then went and took Nagato's eyes, as he killed Nagato and went off. As Naruto started the progress to bring back the Jobi, and he sent the Ten Tails to another dimension and waited, as he had to face off against the three reanimations without any use of his Nine Tails power, only his Susanoo, as the battle was hard and the three of them was overwhelming for him because they could not run out of chakra. And Naruto was losing his chakra by maintaining the perfect Susanoo. As the battle went on for a while, it was epic until they got Naruto down and beat him down to the ground. It was then that the Konoha forces arrived. As everyone saw Naruto on the ground and Sasuke had his sword above Naruto ready to kill him, that was when Naruto smiled as he opened the portal as the Jobi came out. As Naruto took this distraction, as he used his last remaining strength to rush towards the Jobi, as he jumped right into the Jobi's mouth, and the Jobi swallowed him. As everyone wondered what the heck is going on, it was then the Jobi started to be sucked in as they saw the human silhouette as Naruto emerged in his new form. As he's a different beast, the 11-tailed Jinchuriki. Naruto simply snapped his finger and all of the Konoha forces returned back home as they're wondering what the hell just happened. As Naruto went up to Madara and Hoshirama, as he literally evaporated the both of them as they couldn't reanimate after what he done. As he sent Sasuke back to Konoha, he wasn't ready to kill him yet. Naruto then seeked out the Sage of Six Paths as Naruto realized that he still had a link to this world, as Naruto evaporated that last amount of chakra as the Sage of Six Paths vanished. The next victim was Kabuto as Naruto found him deep underground and killed him as well. As Naruto then found the masked man Obito and Zetsu. As Naruto informed Obito that Zetsu has been on his side the entire time. As Naruto then killed Obito, seeing no more use for him. Zetsu was happy now that Naruto could bring back Mother, but Naruto said that he wants to have his fun first as Zetsu was arguing with him. But Naruto turned Zetsu into stone just for the time being until he's ready. As everyone at Konoha was now in a scared state. The Sage of Six Paths told them if Naruto got the power that he seek, no one on this earth could defeat him. And he got that power. But he wasn't here as hours passed. Tsunade was in her office as she then found a white light around her as she was teleported. As all the 5 Kages, Mei Tarumi, Oniki, the Raikage, Tsunade, and Gaara, they all were teleported. As they were in Konoha in the council room, as all of them sit around the table. The Rookie 9 was there as well along with Sasuke, and Mei Tarumi had Ayo and Kojo. The Raikage had Darui and C at his side, and the rest have their bodyguard as well, as Naruto sit at the head of the table. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the players and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Everyone is still readjusting and wondering what the hell is going on. 1 second ago, they were at their village, and now they were here. As the rookies, Sasuke and Tsunade wondering the same thing, the Raikage turned his head as he looked. He didn't focus. Even though Naruto looked different, it was him, as the Raikage immediately went to full power as the lightning was coursing around him. "You're going to pay for what you did to B," he said as he shot forward. He slammed his fist right into Naruto's face, knocking Naruto off his throne as Naruto was sent flying into the wall. He then grabbed Naruto and threw him up into the air as he disappeared and appeared behind Naruto as he landed an ox kick right in Naruto's head as Naruto smashed down into the ground hard. The Raikage wasn't done there as all of the lightning off of his body went on his hand, on his right fist, as he brought his fist down with a boom, blowing back every single thing in the room as everyone waited. But they then saw the Raikage lift up by invisible force as he was slammed back into his chair and put at the table, and he couldn't get back out of his seat as he struggled to move but he couldn't get up. When the dust cleared, they all saw Naruto lying on the ground. He still had a bored expression on his face. He also had a gaping hole right in his chest where the Raikage put in all of his power into that fist. But they all were shocked when the hole closed up like it was never there before. Even the blood on Naruto's clothes just went back into his body, and his clothes returned back to normal like nothing happened. As Naruto simply got up and dusted off, as he then raised his hand and the ground started to fix, as the entire place went back into formation, as he then sit down. "Are you done with the little show?" Naruto asked, as everyone was speechless. Outside, all of the envoys, as they sensed a tremendous power as they wonder what happened to the Hokage. They arrived at the council room, but none of them could enter. There was a force at the door stopping them. They couldn't break through the ceiling, nothing. None of their paper bombs, explosion, nothing was working. They couldn't get inside. As everyone inside was now scared, as they turned to Naruto, as Temari, wondering what the hell is going on. The last time she saw Naruto, she told him that she liked him. But who is this person now? This was not the Naruto she felt something for back then, as he looked like a completely and feel like a completely different person. As Naruto then spoke, the next person to step out of line will be dead in seconds, as everyone just narrowed their eyes at him. But Kiba took this as a challenge, as he glared at Naruto. "What the hell are you doing?" Kiba said out loud. Kiba then saw his world turn upside down, as he wondered what the hell is this, as he lost all movements in his body. As everyone was shocked, Naruto was behind Kiba in seconds, with a speed that none of them could keep up with, as he broke Kiba's neck and turned his head upside down. As Kiba, eyes slowly shut, as Naruto threw him off the chair, as he then disappeared again and reappeared, as he sit down calmly. "Time to get rid of the trash," Naruto said, as he snapped his finger, as a flame came down from out of nowhere and dropped on Kiba's body, as it burned it within seconds as the body was disintegrated. Kasumi Inuzaka was across the room, as she clenched her fists, rage building in her eyes, as she went for it, as she jumped on the table and dashed towards Naruto, her claws extending forward, ready to dig right in his face. But she couldn't even touch Naruto. She was frozen in mid-air, as she couldn't move any single part of her body. As Naruto raised his hand and tapped her on the forehead, as her entire body started to turn into ice, as she started to scream in pain and agony, as Naruto then tapped her again and she exploded, as he snapped his finger and all of the shattered pieces was sucked in a swirling vortex. As Hinata at this moment was crying, as she couldn't believe what she was witnessing. Naruto then turned to Sasuke. Sasuke, you should know. I killed Kabuto, so it seems like your reanimation is going to last forever. Well, that is still someone seal you. Or if I just barely snap my... No! Please, Naruto, don't do this, Sakura said. As she now see that Naruto has the power to kill a reanimation. Please don't kill Sasuke, she cried. Naruto walked over to her. As she wanted to get up and back away, but she couldn't move. It was fear, as she sensed that she was going to die. As Naruto walked up, as he raised his hand, but he didn't stop. It's gonna be more fun in the long way, said Naruto, as he then disappeared again, as he arrived and sat down at his seat. Well, let me explain everything to you guys, Naruto said. Where I was for 3 years when you all thought that I was dead. I was with Kaguya. Kaguya? Said Sasuke. Oh yeah, you probably know of her, said Naruto. She is a sage of six-path mother. What? As everyone was surprised. Yes. And I am going to be reviving her. But when I do that, the world is going to turn boring. Because I realized something. All of you people right now that possess chakra, all of your chakra will be gone. You all will be turned into normal humans when we're done with you. So then, the place will be boring. No more excited match or anything. And I would just have to live out my life. And right now, the power I have, I don't think I can actually die. I may be immortal, Naruto said, as he looked down at his hands. As he then looked at all of them, if you want to ask a question, simple, raise your hand. It was then made Terumi raise her hand. Yes, said Naruto. So what are you planning to do with us now? If you don't plan on reviving Kaguya yet, she asked. Well, I want to have fun first, said Naruto, as everyone was pissed off by that comment, as he was treating them like nothing but plaything. But after what they saw he did, most of them was scared to even go up against him, as the Raikage still couldn't move, as Oniki didn't want to chance it, as Gaara couldn't believe what Naruto turned out to be. Gaara then raised his hand, as Naruto narrowed his eyes at him. Yes, Naruto said. Why are you doing all of this? Gaara asked, as everyone turned their full attention to Naruto to see what he would say. If I don't, what else is there to do? Should I just destroy this world and get it over with? And try any other planets or universe? You know, I could if I want to. The power I have, I could split this world in half, destroying the core, ending all human life form. May Terumi then raise her hand again. What do you mean by fun? She asked, as Naruto looked at her. Fun? Well, all sorts of things that I'd never done before. Well, for the start of things, I'm going to be taking control of all 5 great nations and all the lesser village. Just to do whatever I please. Seeing that Kaguya is not here yet, I want to try out some stuff. I never really had sex before, said Naruto. That's gonna be fun. As he then turned and looked at some of the girls in the room, as they turned away from him, as he chuckled. Oniki then raised his hand hesitantly, as Naruto looked at him. Do you really expect us to stay down and take all of this? No, I don't exactly, said Naruto, as they all narrowed their eyes at him confused. The thing is, I want you to fight back. Because if you do, you will think that you have a fighting chance. And then I'll show you what truly lies under the surface, because I'm just itching to release this power. And when I'll do, I'll shake this world to the core, said Naruto, as he then released some killer intent, making all of them feel it. As Tsunade was shaking as she looked down at her hands. Am I scared? She said to herself, as her entire body was shaking. And like how I'm in control right now, I want to see some things change in this world. Like you, Tsunade, said Naruto as he turned his attention to her. as she narrowed her eyes at him. "This regards you and Jiraiya." "What?" she said. "Well, I don't understand. It's been so long." "Why haven't you been with anyone?" Naruto asked her, making her turn her head as she couldn't believe what kind of question he was asking her. "Answer me," said Naruto, as she felt like she couldn't stop herself. "I shut off my heart from Dan Dai," she said. "Why did I just tell him that?" "Oh, that is just one of the quirks of being a godlike being right now," said Naruto. "Yeah, the first order. You must be with Jiraiya and have a kid," said Naruto. "What?" said Tsunade as a tick mark came on her head. "You can't force me to do that." "Well," Naruto said as he snapped his finger as Jiraiya arrived, as Jiraiya was looking around confused as hell, as he's been out searching for Naruto after Naruto obtained his power, as he wanted to find Naruto first and try to talk and reason with the kid. But he didn't know that all of this was going on. "Naruto, you're here," Jiraiya said. "Yeah," Naruto said. And before you talk anything, as Naruto then walked up to him and placed a hand on his head, as Jiraiya saw everything that just happened, as he stepped back away from Naruto. "Yeah, I'm in control now," said Naruto. "And the first act that I want to happen is for you to be with Tsunade." "Huh?" Jiraiya said confused. "I saw how long now. You had a crush on her. Back then, when you used to train me, when you first taught me the Rasengan, and we headed to find Tsunade, but she seemed to not deliver the same feelings. She shut her heart off after Dan died." "But he's gone now, Tsunade, so won't you be with Jiraiya?" What Tsunade didn't answer. As Naruto sighed, as Naruto then disappeared, he then reappeared behind Jiraiya and shoved a sword right through Jiraiya's stomach as Jiraiya dropped on the ground as Naruto stood in front of him. "He will die if you don't agree to my terms," said Naruto, as Tsunade wanted to go heal her friend. As she looked at Naruto, "Oh, okay," she said. "I'll do what you ask." As Naruto pulled out the sword as Jiraiya winced in pain, as he placed a hand on the wound, and all of the blood entered back into Jiraiya's body, as Jiraiya stood up. As Naruto then smiled, he snapped his finger and both Tsunade and Jiraiya disappeared. "Where did you send them?" asked Sakura. "I told you to raise your hand," said Naruto. I'm sorry," she said as she lowered her head. "But I'm going to answer your question anyways." "They're somewhere magical," said Naruto with a smile. As we skip to Jiraiya and Tsunade, as the both of them were on a beach island, as the both of them were in swimsuits, as Jiraiya looked over as he couldn't believe this is happening, as he had a nosebleed looking at Tsunade's chest. As he then rubbed the back of his head, "I guess we have to do this, or the kid is going to kill us all." Even though Jiraiya just got stabbed, his dream was coming true. As Tsunade grunted, "I guess we have to," she said. Back at Konoha, Mei then raised her hand as Naruto turned to her. "Why did you do that? You don't seem like a kind person, but you're not acting evil," said Mei. "Well, the thing is, I just want to have my fun. And I just want to see things that I saw in the past happen. Because if they don't, I'll get bored. And then I might end up doing something stupid." "Like what?" Mei asked. "I already told you I am itching to test this power inside of me. And if I let it roam free, I might split this world. And doing that, all of you humans will die." "So you no longer see yourself as a human?" Mei asked him. "Oh, I am far above that. I am the pinnacle of all races," said Naruto, with a smirk on his face. As he then turned and looked at the group, as he then smiled, as he walked up to Hinata, who was lowering her head, as he remembered when he just broke free from Tsunade and the others, and she tried to calm him down. He hit her, and he was about to kill her, but he was stopped by Shikamaru's shadow. "Oh, so she hasn't forgiven me for that," Naruto said. "But she loved me, I could tell." As he walked up to Hinata, as she wasn't saying anything, but her face was bright red, as Naruto then placed a hand on her shoulder as she lifted her head. "I'm sorry," he said, surprising her and almost everyone in the room. What is he up to? The things he say doesn't match to the things that he do. What? Hinata said. "I'm sorry for hitting you. Can you please forgive me?" he asked her. "Please?" As Hinata looked at him. "Come on, I promise to never do it again," said Naruto, as he gently leaned down and kissed her on the forehead, as everyone just narrowed their eyes at him. "So what do you say?" "Okay, I forgive you," Hinata said. "That's wonderful," said Naruto, as he then got up and turned, as she then grabbed onto his cloak. "Huh?" he said. "But can you please stop this?" she asked him. "Hinata, you of all people should know why I'm doing this. Remember a long time ago, I wonder if you still remember, when we first met each other, it was snowing, and some punks in the village were bullying you because you were Hyuga and I came to your rescue. And I ended up getting the crap beat out of me. And then, one of your Hyuga servants arrived, and you told him what happened, but he just said, 'Leave me.' He left me for dead, like I wasn't nothing. Because you guys were Hyuga, I was a lesser being. But it wasn't him alone, it was everyone in this village. They treated me like total crap. It wasn't until I proved myself as a true ninja when people started to change and see me differently. But it doesn't matter now. I can do whatever I want. This power I have, I can rule the world with it. So I can't stop my fun right now. And don't worry, Hinata, I will never hurt you," said Naruto with a smile. But everyone else is fair game, as he looked at them, as everyone gulped. As Naruto then saw Temari, as he walked up to her, he then looked her directly in the eyes. "Can I talk to you for a moment?" he said, as he placed a hand on her shoulder, as the both of them vanished. As everyone waited to see if he was coming back, but he didn't. The Raikage then felt like he could talk again, but he still couldn't move his body. "So what are we going to do?" the Raikage said, as he looked over at Oniki. "This kid is surely powerful. I don't think that we can defeat him." "Don't be talking nonsense, old man. Everyone can be defeated. We need to work together and bind all of our forces and wipe him off the face of this earth. As you see, he's too dangerous to be kept alive." "You're right," said Meitarumi. "But how can we defeat him? He's basically a god right now. You hit him with that attack that burst right through his chest, but he heals like nothing happened. And he basically told us that he was immortal. So how are we going to kill him?" "Yes, how are we going to kill him?" asked Gaara. As Sasuke then spoke, "I have a way," Sasuke said, as everyone turned their attention to him. "The Sage of Six Paths told me something that he didn't tell Madara or Hoshirama. He feared that if we lose, Naruto will get out of control. And the power he will have, no one can stop him. So he told me about a sealing technique." "A sealing technique?" said Sakura. "Yeah, to seal away Naruto. Well, not him, just the power he has, and return him back to normal, and then we can finally get rid of him." "So how is the sealing technique performed?" "It's gonna take a while, and it's gonna take 6 persons to do it, with cage level chakra. And seeing that I'm a reanimation, I must be one of those people, seeing my chakra cannot run out." "But how are we going to do it?" asked Mei. "If he's here always watching us, he's planning to take over." "That's the thing," said Oniki. "This boy, he thinks that he's powerful than everyone else in the world, which he is. But he's cocky. And he's gonna slip. Just watch." He said that we can go ahead and plan to try and attack him. He doesn't care about that. So we can learn this sealing technique from you, Uchiha. And then we can seal his power away and end him. And restore the world back to how it was." "What of Lady Hokage?" asked Shizune, who was standing there. "We must inform her about this," said the Raikage. "But The boy has sent her and Jiraiya of the Toad Sanin away for the both of them to be together, said May. And if I believe they break his rule, he will kill the both of them. You already saw what he did to that boy and his mother who tried to attack him. So I believe anything that he says, we must follow all of his rules, just for now, and don't hesitate to do it. Because if we slip in any way, he already told us that he could end this world, and I believe him. It's not a if he can end the world. It is when he feel like, said Sasuke, as everyone turned to him. What do you mean? Asked Ino. The Sage of Six Paths showed us his encounter with the Ten-Tails Jubi. That monster was able to split the earth, drink the oceans. If it wasn't for the Sage, the earth, and none of us would be here right now. Just imagine that power. A lot stronger inside of Naruto. The Sage of Six Paths said that he couldn't measure the power that the 11-tailed beast hold. When he gained his new power, and I get a sense of it, it was strong, and he was suppressing his power. The 10-tailed Jubi is a monster that is very large in comparison to all of the other tailed beasts, and we haven't seen Naruto's true form yet, so we don't know how to scale that power. So for right now, I agree with you, Mr. Kage. We must follow everything that he says, or he will probably end up getting bored and ending the world. Back with Naruto and Temari, the both of them arrived. As Temari looked around, where the hell are we, she said, as they were on a tall cliff where the breeze was blowing gently. As Temari looked at Naruto, what do you want? She asked him. I want you, he said. What? As she took a step back. Don't be afraid, said Naruto. You already told me back then that you like me. So has that changed? Naruto asked, but she didn't answer. As he walked up to her and delivered a passionate kiss to her lips. As it went on for a while until she pushed him back and smacked him across the face. If you're going to kill me, go ahead and kill me, she said. He then placed a hand on her shoulder. Stop talking nonsense, said Naruto with a smile. I would never kill you, he said. I want you to be by my side. The thing about the sex, I wasn't joking. I never had it before. So it's probably gonna be fun. And I want the first one to be with you, Naruto said. Are you kidding me? She asked him. Well, no really. I'm going to be having sex with other girls. But I want you to be okay with that, said Naruto. As she started to fume with anger. What do you take me for? She asked him. Well, you're getting a special privilege to be by my side. The strongest man on the earth. Right now, I don't feel like reviving Kaguya yet. The world is too much fun at this point. I know that everyone back there is planning something to try and end my life. But the thing is, I'm gonna tell you a secret, said Naruto. It's impossible. What do you mean? She asked him. Well, it's like the 11th tail is linked to this earth. I don't know how. But there is nothing that can trap me or kill me in that matter. Why are you telling me this? She asked him. Because I want to tell you things. You're gonna be by my side. I won't, she said to him. You think you can just take me for a slave like the others? Being with other girl when you're with me? Well, I'm gonna be a god, so I can pretty much do anything I want, said Naruto. And I want you to be okay with it. I'm not gonna mess with your memories or anything, or force you to do anything. Just think about it. A life beside me. You're gonna be my main person. Like a queen, said Naruto. The both of us will rule over this world together. But I have one slight change in your personality. You said you won't mess with my mind, she said as she stepped back. No, not your mind, your personality. You're gonna have regrets. and I can't have that, said Naruto. I won't be with you, she said to him, as Naruto then walked up to her, as he held on to both of her hands as she tried to move away, but he told her that she couldn't move. You tell me back then that you felt something the moment you saw me, as he then pulled her in and hugged her. So, are you telling me right now that all of that feeling is gone? I want to hear it from your lips. Tell me that all of that feeling is gone and you no longer feel anything for me. And then I'll completely leave you alone, said Naruto. As Temari was thinking, what the hell is wrong with me? Why do I feel something for him? He's a monster. He's trying to take over the world. Why don't I hate him? This can't be possible. Do I really have these strong feelings for him? I barely know him. Well, since I met him back then. No, I can't do this. Not to Gaara, not to everyone. I would be a traitor to the world. Don't worry, said Naruto. It's not like anyone can defeat me. And they wouldn't dare to touch you. Because if they do, I'll just end everything. What? She said, as she pushed him off. Well, if they hurt you, or do anything out of line, I was planning on ending the world. You can really do that? She asked him. Oh yeah, it's gonna take power. But once I turn into my true form, I can. What is your true form? She asked. I can't show you that. Why not? Said Naruto. Because it is. But guys, let me end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification as they posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform, and stay in tune for what if Tsunade was Naruto's mother. And also, stay in tune for what if Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. And also, what if Naruto joined the Akatsuki? So stay in tune for those new what ifs and enjoy. And remember, if you're new, to click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, I'm out. Peace.